I'm going to share with you today why my lack of organization is probably the reason why this channel is going to die. Hey! All right, peace everybody. Welcome back. You're watching Wise Mind Films and I'm Luis Garcia. And today I'm really just going to talk to you about organization. Now I'm going to tell you about why I think my channel is probably going to die or get terminated, or I don't know what's going to happen. But for now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about organization. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I'm one of the most unorganized people I know. I look in the mirror and I sometimes blast myself for being so damn unorganized. And I've come a long way, as you know, as we all did from when we were younger. But there's just certain bad habits that I never let go of that now I'm kind of paying the price for. And before I even continue, I'm gonna shout out my wife, because she actually has a degree in organizational management, and she tries to help me by giving me tips, by giving me advice, and actually laying things out for me from A to Z. But I am who I am, and I sometimes don't always listen, unfortunately. And I gotta start listening because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. So here's the thing. As a filmmaker and as an editor, I've actually developed a very good style of organizing my footage, of organizing my workflow, and that came at a price because I wasn't always that organized. The more you start creating, the more projects you take on, the more YouTube videos you're gonna start creating. You're gonna have multiple hard drives, and back then I was editing off of different drives, and I had footage in one computer and I was editing off another one. I had footage that I needed on this hard drive, and then the audio files I needed over here, and it just was a whole clusterfuck of a mess. Luckily, I never lost anybody's footage. I was always good at, keeping the footage secure, even though it was housed in different areas. When I realized that I needed to actually get better at organizing is when I was trying to go back and use old footage or look for old clips, and I couldn't find them because everything was scattered about. One day I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna create my own filing system, my own way of housing everything all under one folder. I actually made a video about that in the past. I'm going to link it in the description, on making your workflow a little bit easier as far as editing, making it a little bit quicker. Because what I did was that one folder that I spent a couple of minutes pretty much, creating the subfolders and all that. That little bit of work, now I just copy pasted. I've been copy pasting throughout these last few years. And what I basically did was have a folder for all my footage, have a folder for all my music, have a folder for all my assets, have a folder for all my stills, so on and so forth. And that actually is one of the best things that I could have done, because now in any project that I go back to, everything is all in one folder. And that is the key to organization. As a filmmaker and as a creator, being organized is going to help you not just on the edit, but when you're actually going to your shoot. If you have your things organized in your bag, you know where everything is. And when it comes time to actually leaving, you know where everything is supposed to go. And something else that I just learned the hard way for not being so organized is not having a checklist of what gear I'm bringing with me. So had I been a little bit more organized, I would have made sure that everything I brought with me, I was bringing home. And if I was going to a professional shoot, I would actually create an alarm on my phone that lists everything that I have with me, and actually set the alarm to go off a half hour before I'm scheduled to finish, so that I have it in my mind that I need to make sure I do a gear check before I go home, so that I don't leave anything behind. Boom, organization for the win. And when I say organization, I need to be detailed. I need to be as detailed as I am with my workflow with everything else. Oh shit, hold on. I'm at work, so I gotta, I'm gonna have to pick this up in a minute. Hold on. Alright, I'm back home, and now I can actually finish this story. And to make a long story short, pretty much the reason why I think that this channel is probably gonna be stagnated, or at some point I'm not even probably gonna be able to monetize it, is because the original email that's linked to this YouTube channel I can't access it. Unfortunately, I can't remember the password. For a long time, I was actually switching. When I was uploading videos on here, I would have to log in through that email. But when I'm watching YouTube, I was using my Gmail account, or at least my primary Gmail account. One day I decided to link my primary Gmail to be an account manager for Wise Mind Films, a YouTube channel, and I stopped logging in to the account that's actually associated with the YouTube channel. And now I can't access it. Google is basically telling me that it can't recognize the device that I'm using. The number that's attached to that email is actually an old number that I no longer have access to. So pretty much, due to a lack of organization, I'm probably fucking myself over when it comes to this channel. Doesn't mean that I'm going to stop growing it. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to stop uploading. but it's just a pain in the ass. During all this actual self-reflection, I realized what I really wanted to build this channel for in the first place is to build an audience. When I first started uploading to YouTube, I wasn't even in front of the camera, I was behind it. So I gotta get back to that. I gotta remember that the ultimate goal is an audience that hopefully, and God willing, is gonna follow me wherever I go, and I'm not gonna be dependent on this channel. And I think that goes without saying. At any point, any social media can be taken away from us. So the sooner we start building our own platforms, the sooner we get organized and actually start building our own fan bases, that's when we're gonna secure at least a little bit of a future for ourselves as far as creators. Now, I don't think anything is gonna happen to the channel, but I just feel like I'm gonna probably lose out on some opportunities in the future if I can't fully access the channel. You know, my Gmail, my primary Gmail is as a manager of the channel, so at least I can still upload and continue to do what I do. That being said, just remember, organization is key, whether it's organization for your workflow, organization while you're filming, organization while you're in the field, or just overall organization when it comes to the technical aspects of what we do. The sooner that you get that down, the better it is going to be for you. Please don't make the same mistakes that I did, and just keep track of all your shit. And make sure that you're keeping your stuff secure. Even during the holiday break, somebody was trying to access my Gmail account somehow, some way. I don't know what, but luckily I got an alert. I was able to change my password right then and there and lock my account so that nobody else can have access to it. I don't know who, I don't know how, but those are just little reminders that at any point this shit can be taken away from us. So remember, build your own, stay organized, and consume less and create more.